wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the 49ers and the Seahawks on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Partner, this should be a good one here in the month of October. Got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
2nd and a yard. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Third and short. Purdy carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Lockett headed in motion. Off the play fake. Smith. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you...
And he'll take it on in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return is Ricky Pearsall. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. Cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down. But tries to make this play extended, takes a big loss.
So on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wisnowski, out to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. Purdy now on 2nd down. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Niners offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. That's good for 11 and a 1st down. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. On 2nd down, Purdy. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Let's go now.
They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Here's Purdy again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. 3rd down, Purdy. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll throw again with Purdy. Pass brought in by Samuel. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw once more, it's Purdy. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A gain of 11 there, as the decision to go for it pays off. Throwing again is Purdy.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. They'll motion over Samuel. Purdy now on 3rd and 2. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week, as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our head. Both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had a strong start to this season, right there in the mix with the NFL leaders in rushing. Play action now. It's Gino. He keeps it himself. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
they got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Here's 2nd and 9.
There we go.
On play action, Smith. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
It's a loss of 6. Brings up 3rd and 15.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Niners offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Samuel. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. Throwing again is Purdy. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Again in the air for Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. They motion the slot man left. Purdy gonna put it up again. And that's gonna be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll motion over Samuel. Back to the air again is Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Through the air, connecting with Debo. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Man in motion here is Jennings. Back to the air is Purdy. And he's in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Makes the score SEAHAWKS 21, 49ers 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Off the play fake, it's Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he gets run out of bounds, a short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down. To throw is Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. On 2nd down, Walker. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. A handoff, running left, it is Walker.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd down and 9.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
From the shotgun, Smith. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll motion over Samuel. 1st and 10 for Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Purdy now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll motion over Samuel. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. Slot man in motion left. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll drop to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one.
After review of the play,
So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. To throw once more, it's Purdy. Pass brought in by Samuel. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll motion over Samuel.
42-yard line.
Here's Purdy again. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Samuel there to make the catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here comes 2nd down. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll throw again with Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Throwing again is Purdy. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They motion the slot man left. 3rd and goal, Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They go with Walker. Not much there, maybe a yard. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. He fumbled the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security, but it makes it a little bit...
Now, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll motion over Samuel. On second down, Purdy. There's that man again, another catch. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Slot man in motion left. Purdy now on 3rd and 2. Open man, right side, he's got him.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.